Those nuts good?
What brand are those? Fuck, nigga, I don't care. They didn't pay us,
nigga. He got you, nigga.
Well, these
he said, he said, nigga, I don't give a fuck.
The contents of this podcast are informational in nature, and neither Shane, nor Johnny, nor I, nor Random Realness is engaged in the provision of legal, tax, or any other advice. You should seek your own advice from professional advisors, including lawyers and accountants, regarding the legal, tax, and financial implications of any financial decision you contemplate. Additionally, the information shared on this podcast is not intended to be a substitution for diagnosis, treatment, or informed professional advice. You should not take any action or avoid taking any action without consulting with a qualified mental health professional.
Welcome to the show, Random Realness. It's your boy, Shane. Episode 14. I'm here with my dog, Johnny D. And I'm here with my other dog, J. White. We in the building. How y'all boys feeling? We're here at the Random Realness Ranch or Random Realness Resort.
The
triple R's.
Also just known as the triple R.
Triple R.
Random Realness Ranch, baby. A lot of shit goes down.
Talk that shit. Nothing freaky. Well, maybe.
I don't even know why we call it a ranch, other than the fact that when we're not on camera, you make us wear assless chaps.
I can't. J-Dot, get you, boy.
I don't know how to do
First time I showed up, I was like, nigga, where are the horses? Chef said, shut up, put these on. Put the ball gag in that one. He's talking a lot. Fucking had me in here with horse blinders on so I couldn't see the door.
You said you ever been on film before? Been on camera?
Stupid as fuck.
No, but I always dream about it.
He said assless chaps. Episode 14, though. We know we just keep chugging along. How you boys doing?
Good.
Clearly good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What you guys been up to? Just chilling? Baking back being boo? Fatherhood treating you right?
Yeah.
Doing you right?
A few weeks in, things are good.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I got lucky.
Hell yeah. I love your outlook, boy. You know that?
Because you got
always be you, my G.
Chill, happy, quiet baby.
Yeah, she do. She don't fuss
There
that
you go.
much unless it's the major stuff.
Damn, you guys, my eyes are watering. Yours too, nigga.
How you been, dog?
I've been great. I mean,
I had to transition from before he made some gay shit about my eyes watering. Anyway. Anyways.
I said, you look like a nigga's been pressing on the back of your head, nigga.
He was going there either way, so I had to try to divert from it, and I fucked up by going back to it by just.
James, how you doing?
I'm good, dog.
Oh shit,
You know.
I had something to say though.
Really?
I'm just kidding. I just been good, dog. I just been chilling, working, kicking with my lady, kicking with y'all.
Hell yeah. You been kicking it with me?
Yeah, I mean, just right
Oh,
now,
I was
like,
like,
hour before I was over here, nigga, we was on the game, nerding.
have you been kicking with this nigga?
That nigga's been being a dad.
Yeah. No, me, Johnny, we hang out, nigga, you know?
Yeah.
He said, like, all the time, nigga.
All
We
the
went to lunch
time.
3 days last week. We
Yeah.
Sometimes this nigga picks me up and takes me to lunch, and then sometimes he promises he's gonna pick me up and take me like the movies and shit. And he doesn't show up, and then I just be like, "Fuck."
And then you go inside and take your dress off.
Here's a game. I got a big ball to drop. J. White's my dad.
Oh my God.
I've been watching him from afar for a long time.
He said, "I knew when I walked past that basketball court on that fall day, and you were shooting hoops all by yourself with cinematic lights around you."
J. Dot said, "I'm not really 40. I'm 56."
Yeah, he said when I showed up and I saw the Jinko jeans.
He said,
This ain't
it was
me.
over.
Yeah.
"This nigga said I fooled y'all. All those years I was away from my son in prison, and I look so young from all the nut that was on my face."
Are you good, my nigga?
Damn, they're gonna be talking about you like you fell off, nigga, or something.
I know, this nigga needs to fall all the way. Chill, kick back, fool. You good? Breathe.
I'm sorry. I know at some point we gotta like have some kind of on professionalism because niggas are gonna have to like be like, yo, we can't air that. But
You can't. This thing is retarded.
I gotta live my life the way I want to, nigga. That shit is hilarious.
Speaking of falling off, nigga.
Oh shit.
I was thinking earlier. Have you guys? Fat nigga, are you all right?
Yeah,
God
okay,
damn,
cool.
get it together now. I was thinking about just random because I thought of who I'm about to say, but I was thinking of like artists or just performers in general. Maybe it is like actors or actresses, but just entertaining people that just randomly just disappeared or like just fell off. You know, that were like popping hella at one time.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they were in everything, on every song.
Then went to the Bermuda Triangle.
You're right. Black hole.
The system. The system.
But what made me think of it was I had my shit on shuffle. Mm-hmm. A B.O.B. song came on.
Oh my God.
Already got one rolled up in my left hand. Where's that nigga been since that?
Bro, so
I don't know.
You just
That nigga had fucking airplanes is like what took him off, you know,
Yeah.
sent him off. Strange Clouds with Lil Wayne, like
Yep.
a gang of fucking songs that he was just like back to back for multiple years. And it seems like, I want to say ever since that Headband song, I want to say that came out like 2017 or 2018. That nigga's just been gone. And I'm thinking like, what the fuck? You know, but
Yeah.
I know he went like independent, and so I'm sure that plays a huge role. Like if you're not giving these big labels your money, they're not gonna, you know, market your shit. And
So do you
Cut
think he
time.
was the result of a big marketing push and that's it?
I don't know. I feel like that's a lot of people, but I feel most people that are that way, they don't have as many like bangers. You know what I'm saying? Maybe his was just more successful, but it's crazy because at the same time of his falling off, the nigga was saying like hella wild shit, like the earth's flat. And,
Oh, he was?
yeah, talking reckless about like the Holocaust and
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
yeah, nigga was going wild. Damn. So it doesn't surprise me, nigga. There's certain things you can't talk about.
Yeah.
Well, bro, so when you said that, and the reason I was like, oh shit, is because I haven't thought of that dude for a long time. But you know how I'd be like watching like certain videos and going down the rabbit hole and
Yeah.
you know, being me, because I just like to look into shit and fucking some shit that people think's far out there, but I just think it's, you know, shit to be aware of and like kind of get outside your comfort zone, because you know what I'm saying, just because it might be uncomfortable to wrap your mind around doesn't mean it's not necessarily true, you know. Yeah. And so I just always be looking at this shit. But anyways, he had some videos that were circulating online, like, you know, he's selfie videos talking some like very conspiracy theory type
Yeah,
shit that people
which he's a
talk
believer about.
And
Like he believes a lot in that shit.
Yeah, and was talking about like like the government, like Illuminati, and all kinds of just like shit that was like, once people start talking about that, everyone like labels them as crazy, and then they just kind of fall off. So when you brought him up, and I was like, I kind of have a general idea of what I probably think happened, which is just he got, you know, into being verbal about that kind of shit, and then all of a sudden they fall off, which to me is a sign of like that in itself. To me is like sketchy, you know, when people like the second people voice stuff about that shit, they get written off. And so,
But you like, if he had like true fan base and support, you could never be written off.
Yeah.
Like you cannot be canceled if you really have the ear of the streets, the voice of the streets. Like the
if
culture.
Russ said some shit like that, he's not falling off.
If
you
who?
know,
You said
Russ, because his fans are 10 years in the making. Mm-hmm. Once that one song took off, everybody dove back into his old shit. And now he goes to different countries and sells out arenas by himself in a 2-day notice. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's really that nigga. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy. Like, the nigga just disappeared.
Did those videos have hella views, or were they like 37,000?
I mean, that I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to the views. I was just one of the niggas watching it. Like, if you were to Google, like, I guarantee if you were to look up on YouTube, like, B.O.B.
Conspiracy
theories, you'd see just a bunch of videos of him popping up talking some shit. You know what I'm saying?
I just can picture you just typing in B.O.B. Because I don't know how you got there. Like when people tell me, oh, I saw this shit online, I'll be like,
No, and that's like some,
how did you get there? You'd be like, looking for
things you might like.
Yeah, like
Yeah, and that's some shit like no one probably sent me. That's just me being
A weirdo, a
Fucking
fucking loser. No, I'm just
curious.
joking.
This
Who do
nigga.
you, I'm just
did
joking.
you
dude.
start with the
Why
Illuminati?
you trying to bully me, Nick?
Okay, sorry, dog. You're 6'5", nigga. You shouldn't be able to get bullied.
I can't get bullied. I gotta play the nice guy though. That's where on camera. I'm
Anyways,
just kidding.
who do you guys think? You guys got anybody in mind?
Oh, for sure.
As far as someone that fell off,
And I was trying to. I'm not trying to jump back, but I was just trying to think of someone that wasn't like 2000s, you know, early 90s, you know, because most niggas won't. They're like, who? Of course they fell off. It's been 30 years, nigga. What do you mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
I was pondering it. Chris Tucker. To me, it was like booming, booming, booming. I think Rush Hour was like his last one, and that was like 2007.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was just like faded into the background. I was researching, and they were basically saying that he became
A pedophile.
No.
He went to Jeffrey Epstein's island, dog. He was one of his homies.
He did. But anyways,
I saw that on the Wikipedia thing as like a film that he was in. It was like, it said historic archive. So I was wondering if somebody's going to smear him. Hey, Johnny.
hey,
Yeah.
hey, welcome to the club.
I don't know if it's true or not true, but like,
He said he's a pedophile.
he's a reborn again Christian, which maybe could play into that. But like, that's why he's like didn't do Friday. He didn't come back for Friday because he had a son, and he like didn't want like smoking weed to be popular because he saw how much impact Friday had.
Yeah.
And so he was like, nah, I'm not trying to do that. So he was like trying to be just super selective. Did like Rush Hour 2 and 3. And then just like no longer wanted to cuss. No longer wanted to be vulgar. And that kind of like...
I saw he had a
That's
special
cool.
on Netflix.
2015, but it was like, if you watch it, it's not...
Yeah, it's definitely subpar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. He
No
did.
more
He
Chris
definitely
Tucker,
did.
motherfucker.
Yeah, he's not going to be in the very last Friday.
Probably not.
Really? I thought everybody was coming back, and then Pops died. What's his name? Fucking.
Pull a card.
Shut up, man. Because I
Not know who Pops is? Give him the answer then.
Yeah, exactly.
know neither,
Okay,
nigga.
then pull a card. You should pull a card for real
Here's
for
how
trying to make
it's
me pull a
going to
card.
work out. Neither of us are pulling a card.
Stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
You got somebody in mind?
I mean, if I was to think of someone who fell off,
He's like, I don't never heard of nobody falling off.
I said everybody's relevant. in my head.
This nigga.
Nah, I'm talking about old boy. I'm just kidding. Our nigga Fed 1738. Yeah, baby. I said, hey, what's up? Hello. Why don't we hear from your West no more? Here's the thing, bro. So I was just thinking about it, and like, so Fetty Wap, right? Like that nigga he came out with a couple bangers. Niggas was obviously banging his shit because fucking he was popular to the point like how even like we don't listen to his music and like, oh, we're Fetty fans. Like I said that one little reference, y'all niggas knew what time it was, right? You know what I'm saying? 1738.
Yeah, baby.
When Trap Queen first like
Oh my god.
showed up like on Instagram for me, I thought it was a spoof. And then like
Yeah.
18 months later, then like 18 months later, it was
real-
like a real hit.
real
I was
shit.
like,
up in the whole thing. I said, nigga, what?
You said swallow before you talk. Nigga sound like you got liquid in your mouth when you try to, you know what I'm saying?
His words are hot and he's trying to cool them off. And say,
Niggas using his face at 48%. Niggas using half his mouth and one of his eyes,
But
nigga.
yeah, he
That's
definitely
fucked up.
disappeared, though. Like,
Yeah, but-
I haven't thought about that fool in forever.
Here's why, though, bro. In like October 21, this nigga gets indicted on some fucking charges of like possession with intent to distribute and this and that. And so obviously they're trying to charge the nigga. He obviously probably has money or for whatever, so he's not in there for, you know, isn't up in the clinkies out and about moving around on bail and shit. And then in like August of 22, he gets hemmed up for, I can't remember what it was. I think it was like, what did he get hemmed up for? It was for fucking, I think he was...
Pedophilia.
No,
Jeremy Epstein Island. Epstein's Island.
No, nigga. This nigga.
No, I think he was in the credits of that movie.
This nigga was not partying with your boys.
My nigga just fucks up his name. He said Jerome Epstein. Said nigga, it was Jeffrey.
The nigga was white, bro. His name Jerome Epstein. That sounds like a black senator, nigga.
He said Jeremy, but it just was horrible, nigga. Either way. But he not pedophilia, obviously, nigga.
What happened in August 2022, nigga?
But he's out on he's out right on bail and shit, and he gets hemmed up for some other shit and like his bail revoked. So since then he's in right now.
What's the other shit?
I don't know. I have it on my phone.
Oh no, that's good. It wasn't that dope. It was like he got hemmed up and
was
it
he
just
beating
wasn't
bitches?
No.
And you were like, oh, she shouldn't have talked to him like that.
No, nigga, what the fuck?
I just asking, dog.
It was.
If you shoot somebody, I don't see what's the
Hold on.
point.
He didn't shoot her. He shot at her, like at the ground. It's not a big deal.
I think it actually might have been a gun charge. So I don't know. I'll have to look back into it, but.
So they jammed him up.
They jammed him up. So yeah, Fetty's locked down.
I feel like before he got jammed up, they were talking about like he did really well with his money. Like he didn't blow his money.
He's probably one of those people always see, because too often it's a majority of rappers that have a certain look and identity and this and that even if they do have money, obviously trick it off and fuck it up. Mm-hmm. But then so that just makes people forget about the fact a lot of these niggas, just because they look similar and this and that, these niggas are like business dudes looking at the whole rap game as a hustle, stacking their paper and then using that paper to put in legitimate businesses and flip that money and all that. Mm-hmm. They just, you know what I'm saying, don't think of that because they think of the niggas like Lil Pump and dumb niggas like that. You know what I'm saying?
But he fell off too, which thank God.
Yeah, I think it's still trying to stay relevant.
But by just being a troll though, that's
Little Pump.
That's
black?
Not relevant. No, he's light skinned. He's like light skinned. He's a Puerto Rican or some shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
nigga can count to three.
Chris Tucker and Fetty Wap.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire. Chris Tucker for sure. When I saw his special, I was like, nigga. Like there was obviously, don't get me wrong, there was parts that were funny, but it's not like that nostalgia funny that you get when you used to watch him off of fucking Rush Hour Friday or Money Talks or you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So it just. I don't know. It's crazy.
One of the articles, it was like quoting him, and he was like, when you can't use profanity and cussing, it makes you have to try harder. And I like that challenge. But it's like,
you're not good at it. Yeah. You're not good at that challenge, nigga. You're the only one that likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, first off, fuck all that, nigga. I respect if people choose that shit, but I don't believe in, like, if you be cussing, you're stupider. No, that's what it's trying to say. Is you're not.
Did you just say stupider?
Yeah, nigga. It's saying you're not as intellectually intelligent if you be cussing. But I talk the way I talk because how I talk, but I know what I mean. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't, you know.
I feel it. Like, I get the stuff out. It might not sound like textbook or corporate or whatever, but people be knowing what the fuck I'm talking about.
He said, I talk how I talk because that's the way I talk. I don't know if you know what I mean, but that's what I mean. You feel what I mean?
That's not what I said, nigga.
What?
It's because what I'm saying is, say I go to say something.
Boomhauer, slow down,
Say I go to say something to you and I go to get my message across, dog. And if you're focused on like trying to pick me apart, like and make me grammatically correct and shit like that, I guarantee that you're gonna be able to find some shit that's wrong because I don't talk exactly like that. But it doesn't mean that like because I'm not trying to like sound proper to y'all that I don't have that I have less intelligence.
That you don't know how to sound proper.
Well, I know it would make me feel weird as fuck to try to talk proper all the time. That would be uncomfortable for me, and I'm not going to be uncomfortable but try to sound better to somebody else, you know what I'm saying? So if niggas just hear me talking like, oh, that nigga's stupid, I'll be like, oh, okay.
We shouldn't have to code switch. Nobody should have to code switch. You should be able to communicate how you want to communicate. If it doesn't fit the going rate.
I know exactly what, I don't even speak Spanish, nigga. I be listening to Bad Bunny. I know what he means, nigga.
Shut up, bro.
A lot of people know what he means.
I know what he means.
Simon.
That boy do numbers.
I can't stand.
He do numbers. Never a cold summer.
Hit him with the runner. Pop, pop, pop like thunder.
He ain't going under.
Don't
because
look at
he
me
fills
like
them
you're passing the mic.
stadiums like thunder.
Okay, I
That's
just said,
once a month. He's in Argentina. Then he's over in Italy.
he just stops rapping instantly. He's in Argentina. I think he went to Morocco.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want to pass me the mic unless you want some zesty raps.
No, we don't need no.
He said, "Don't pass me the mic unless you want to hear some shit from a dyke."
Well, that might be offensive to some of the listeners, nigga.
That'll be alright.
He was talking about the tool, the thing you clip wires with dykes.
He said that might be if it. You know, I don't mean no harm, y'all.
He said, first off, you know, he said, I love Queen Latifah.
I love Queen Latifah.
He said, I love Lizzo. I said,
Well,
nigga.
speaking of people you love, nigga.
What? What do you mean?
He said, hold on. You said Lizzo. What?
No, nigga. I was about to just go off on it. I realized I'm going to get myself canceled.
Yeah, don't get. We might be canceled already, nigga.
That's fine.
Anyways, if you had,
They said, control alt delete.
if you had to pick one person to spend the day with that's famous, like,
I can't. I know where you're going with this, but here's all. You got to give me at least a weekend with them because when people
a weekend, nigga,
A weekend.
they don't like you like that.
a weekend, that's which would you know what I'm
He's
saying?
trying to. He's gonna try to fuck something.
What?
He said, if I don't get in there Friday, Saturday's got me. And if not, God's on my side on Sunday. I'm going to be in there like somewhere, boy.
No, you got to give me a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday. You got to let me have a whole weekend with them because like having a day with someone's one thing, which some people translate a whole day is 24 hours. You're not spending 24 hours with them. You're spending a few hours throughout the day with them, 6-7 hours, depending on how it's set up or whatever. But like, just wanted to get like a good feel for someone to have enough time to do anything worthwhile. I feel like you need a weekend. That's my over-explaining of why.
Anyway,
All right, go into it then.
Yeah.
Go ahead, weekend man.
So
Who's the person?
if I had to spend a weekend with someone, it would be Snoop Dogg.
Okay. What would you do?
So, well, first off, hold on.
Oh my, he's got a whole list.
First off,
He drops it's like
So if I had to spend a weekend with a celeb,
Uncle
right,
Snoop.
it would be Uncle Snoop. The why? So Snoop's an icon, right? Like he's someone that I've grown up on, and all these years have passed, and I'm well off in my 30s now, and then fucking he's still relevant. He's gonna keep being relevant. And this nigga's I'm probably going towards 60. He's probably 50 something, right? And,
Black don't crack.
It don't, bro. He just be shaking and moving like the right. Like you don't when you think of Snoop, you know how like you see someone, you go, oh damn, they've aged. It's kind of regular to see that. And it's pretty blatant in a lot of people. Niggas like it's funny because we say black don't crack, but then nigga, if you see Eminem, that nigga looks 24 too. And Snoop,
but
just
he's black.
Looks good. Yeah, he has to be that nigga.
He's the first albino nigga on earth.
Rapper,
boy.
yeah, because I think Eminem's like a oops Oreo. You know what I'm saying? Those ones that are fucking vanilla on the outside, black on the inside. That nigga was born with shit credit.
You ain't lying.
Mom spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti. Mom spaghetti.
He said, got my ass beat because I threw up the spaghetti and made me re-eat it because we didn't have dinner that night. He said, damn, that nigga was broke, bro. Hey, but check this out. So anyways, back to Uncle Snoop. Here's the why, man. There's a few different things. So the why is because he's an icon. Grew up with him. He's super relevant. I just think he's when I say a personality, you can mean like a personality because he's a celebrity, and as a human personality, I think he's just a very good, solid dude. People can only fake a funk for so long. Even people that are famous or people that make it to a point. Like there's a lot of people that are famous to us on camera, but are shitty people. That's reality. I don't know any super celebrities, so I don't know any examples, but that's just how it is in life, and that's just a fact, right? So like not every celebrity can be a good person. Just because you made it don't mean you're a good person, right? In fact, again, a lot of the time is the reason people make it is because they do shitty things. Anyways, I think Snoop Dogg moves in the right kind of way to where like kind of his actual life is the proofs in the pudding, bro. Like you can't go from being a gangster rapper, a real life gangbanger, you know what I'm saying, beating a murder charge, making bomb-ass music, staying relevant through your music, to transitioning into shit like TV shows, movies, hosting, all this shit. That's like, he's like a living embodiment of growth and shit that is like, him as a person is healthy to watch if you're the type of person to pick up on game like that, because his actual examples are something that is a solution to a lot of the problems currently going on. That's always been going on because it's people not knowing how to grow or not trying to better themselves. And this nigga's like walking, talking, living proof that you can go from really being from that to like
a nigga
Coach
in a wheelchair, fucking right.
And he's done it so perfectly and so graciously that he can literally be the embodiment of personal growth and change, and also still be himself to where he's respected for the original version of himself and staying true to himself, but still doing it in a way that like came from like putting good and positive energy into the world. You know
he could have easily went sinister the way he got fucked. Like how like things went bad for him. Like basically number one rapper, but like broke. You know, like he could have been bitter. He could have got money again and been bitter, but he's like not. He's like literally.
Well, what's dope? I'm sorry to jump in and take a point. I don't know if this is gonna be part of what you're saying, but the nigga has like you know Tyler Perry. The nigga has like a facility over like 200 acres, right? Where he like shoots his movies and shit. Snoop has a compound that's very similar to that, where he does his music videos. I'm pretty sure there's like a football field there. Like there's a gang of shit. Like Gilly and Walla went and checked it out, and they're like, we got to get one of these. Like you know, but it's just like dope because no matter what venture he does, he can do it from his facility. You know, it's just like, damn, it's such a dope idea.
And that nigga's just the type of person, like the way his soul's set up is like he's always like trying to make sure others are straight too. And like I think he has a good understanding of himself and like his purpose and shit, because even though he's clearly well off, he's Snoop, he's rich and all that shit, he like instead of remaining just about him, he's the type to like really try to put other people on game and want to genuinely see other people do good and make sure people get credit where it's due. And what he's doing with Death Row, a label that once burnt his ass that he now owns, as far as letting others niggas actually own their own master so they can get paid and give to their family and all kinds of shit, right? So that's just, I could go on all day, but so that's why I want to pick my weekend with Snoop. So if I picked 3 activities to do with this nigga, right? Because I got a weekend with him. Nothing too crazy, just you know what I'm saying, just a couple things. Activity 1, smoke session / storytelling time, right? I just want to kick back, roll up, get lit with Uncle Snoop, let him talk about life, bro. Have him tell me some stories, a bunch of shit that is just, you know, that's memories right there, right? So that'll be my first activity. Second activity, I would just want to essentially do like a ride along and shadow a day in the life of Snoop and basically see his general day-to-day life. Not because he's currently has an agenda because he's on camera to do something. I'm talking about like going to meetings with him, watching him coach because he's a coach too, watching him around his family. And because when you ask me this, I'm just assuming anything's feasible right now. Like, if you're going to spend a weekend with him, but there's all these limits. Like I'm just talking what I do just organically, right? Just spend a day in the life with him. You know what I'm saying? Like we woke up, you know, met up to have a coffee or something in the morning. If that's some shit he do, probably roll something up, smoke, and then got the full day till he's like, all right, nigga, I'm going to bed.
You'd be like, Snoop, you want to get some coffee? He'd be like, get the fuck out. What the God, you know what's going on around here?
Hey, look here, little young nigga. I don't be drinking that coffee bullshit, but if you want to sit your fat ass down and hit this blunt,
he said hit this blunt,
then we'll be
nephew.
Cool, you dig?
He said you got to crawl before you walk.
Nephew.
You
got to add nephew at the end of everything.
He said you got to crawl before you walk. Don't hit me with that coffee talk or you about to get off my block.
Nephew.
Right? Nephew. By the time we got done with the weekend, I feel like I was really related to this nigga. Hey, you guys heard him call me nephew,
right? Oh God. You would too. I can't stand you.
So yeah, I'd want to, you know, the second activity, I'd want to do a fucking day in the life of Snoop, ride along, you know what I'm saying? And then activity 3, I'd want to have him on an episode of Random Realness where we basically eat food, smoke, and just have, oh shit, that's affecting the sound.
Yes, nigga, you wiggling is affects the sound.
It's because I'm enthusiastic when I'm talking.
Anyways.
That Random Realness that you do. Do that, because that's fine.
That sound like my balls hitting the stomach when I'm hitting something doggy style.
He said, I ain't got no dick. My balls just go past the dick off the stomach.
No, nigga, if your doggy style, your balls will swing up under and hit their stomach.
Oh, you said on your stomach.
Oh, no.
You're a freak, dip.
That nigga got them 30-year-old balls, nigga. God damn. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Dip your balls in vinegar, nigga.
All right. Rewind. So, yeah, man.
Rewind your skin, nigga.
I'd want to for sure have him on an episode of Random Realness for my third activity for sure, where we eat some food, smoke, have a good time, and basically, just fucking take Uncle Snoop as, his world has been a lot more vast in life than ours, and just take him into a day in our life and have him on the episode. That would just be iconic, right? If that could become a reality. And so basically, all in all, to wrap it up, like what I'd hope to get out of the experience of the situation, for starters, be like, it's just a lifelong memory and experience, the fact that would happen, right? Mm-hmm. And then also, depending on, how the interactions go, that's also a very good opportunity for just business knowledge, life game. Those are both two very valuable things. And then when I'm in a day in the life with this nigga, like, that's a potential networking opportunity and, potential business opportunities. Mix that with the game he gives you and the life experience. Just one weekend with him, potentially, I'm not saying it would do anything, but potentially could turn into like a life-changing experience. Yeah. So that's my reasoning for it.
That's fire.
That's a good one. Good old Uncle Snoop.
Good old Uncle, yeah.
Uncle Snoopy, dog.
Go ahead, Playboy.
Mine would be, I'd want to spend the weekend with Carlos Miller.
Okay.
The 85 South Show.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, that dude.
That's a solid pick.
The first time I ever seen him, he was on The Last Comic Standing.
Okay.
And that is like NBC.
Yeah.
And he made it, I think, all the way to like runner up or whatever. But like, I'm sitting there going, damn, this nigga's hella funny, and he's doing it perfectly corporate and stuff. But like, I was like, no way he can be this clean, right? But like, he literally adapted to that environment to try to shut it down
for that show, and
he should have won. Like, he did this one skit. It was something about like being pissed that they tricked everybody into being clerks at Walmart or like, at the store. Mm-hmm. They're like, self-checkout. He's like, they're not even paying me minimum wage, nigga. Yeah. He's like, fuck no, I ain't ever going through that, nigga. You're gonna trick me, charging me to check myself out. Like, nigga, it was hella funny. Like, but
stupid. He ain't lying though,
man.
God damn. I got a word for these stores, nigga. Albertson's about to get a piece of my mind.
Fuck. Turn us all into clerks and shit. Hey, bag your own shit.
Hey, Miss Lady bitch. Come back with the shit.
They're like, do you want to go through self-checkout? I'd be like, nah, I'm good.
No, you can walk me through self-checkout.
But so if it was a weekend, I would say I'd want the first day be in like Mississippi where he's from, and like maybe like because he like is into old school cars like donks and stuff, and I think he got like a fleet of them, but just riding through Mississippi, showing me Mississippi, but like the whole time we're talking about this comedy stuff, we're talking about this podcast stuff, because like what he's done, like from Last Comic Standing to fucking
Wildin' Out,
but really didn't do nothing for a second. Yeah. Then Wildin' Out. Yeah. Then they fucking created this empire on fucking the 85 South Show. Like, and everything is organic and strategic, and he's just building it like amazing. Like it's like wild. And so if it's 3 days, one day in Mississippi, another through Atlanta, maybe hit like comedy clubs and just be like chopping it up. Take me to the set of fucking 85 South Show and just kind of show me how the shit goes down, because that's literally what we're trying to do here, like in the sense of like comedy, podcasting, own our shit, move it out, organic, like don't be unapologetic, you know what I'm saying? Like, be like our true characters, and that nigga is
truly himself,
funny as
fuck.
Yeah. So
I respect that.
Sunday, I mean, really, it's just one thing. Talk the podcast, network. You know what I mean? Like, learn as much as I can from him over 3 days.
Listen, to Johnny was trying to meet Snoop's parents and shit. He said, "When you gonna take me to see your daddy and him?" I'm just. Can I live?
When you with Carlos and you say, "Hey, you need to take me to the set. You need to make sure you say podcast set, because that nigga show up with you on the block. You're gonna be like, nigga, why did we fall up here? And why is that nigga looking at me like that?"
For real.
So I guess the third would be like have him on the Random Realness podcast, like,
right? Would that not be just? I think that should have been everyone's third, because at least getting in after you get to do what you got to do. Like, if you have the opportunity, why not seize to have them on our shit? And that's just beneficial.
Yeah,
100%.
And that would be like a blessing.
Yeah, it would
like
be a blessing. Like, because it could ruin their career.
Yeah. Yeah, like,
You know?
you're like, hey, I'll usually go down
Said,
like
hey,
that.
go check out that podcast. I got 23 views last week, nigga. So
They said, how much you paying me to be here? I said, Snoop, these were my three. Remember, Found a Wish Foundation?
Yeah.
He said, I found that lamp, nigga. It's my third wish. No. I would, if I had to pick, it's funny because I thought podcast too for one of my things, activities, but my person would be J. Cole.
Shit, that's a
And
great one.
just because, in my opinion, he's like the best artist alive right now, like based off of like what he does number wise with no features and shit like that, what he raps about, like I feel like I rap about the same kind of content, you know. And then I feel like he's just a genuine person. Like I've never been to one of his shows, obviously I've never met him, but you always see clips of his shows where he's just like sitting there just talking real shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, I feel like we're super like-minded. We're very close in age. I thought about people that were older, like, oh, they have more experience, but it's like in this new era, these niggas might not be as advanced or might not understand, you know, might be kicking the lingo like somebody who's closer to age with me, right? So, but I just think like he's just genuine, even like as a person, not only like when he's on stage, like when the niggas walking around, it's in sweats and fucking high wool socks. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't give a fuck.
This nigga be riding a bike around and shit, no security.
Ain't had his fucking dreads retwisted in 3 years, just homeless looking. Like he don't give a shit.
Yeah.
This smells like 10 Jamaicans slapboxing in the elevator in the middle of summer.
On God. But the three activities I would do, like if we had a weekend, obviously write a song with them, record a song with them would be one. Podcast, like I already said, have him on here, you know, and then he's a hooper. So I think it'd be fire to get a run in with them, you know, like just chill with them. And like, obviously we'd be smoking during these.
I heard he doesn't smoke.
For real. You heard that? Or you capping, like the kids say?
I'm serious. He said they said he never smoked.
He hit your line?
They said he never smoked. He's from Fayetteville. That's a military town. He don't smoke.
Okay, yeah.
He don't smoke.
He said he don't got dreads for that. He just liked the look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
This nigga don't believe baloney's not real meat.
Bologna isn't? Bologna's a meat.
This nigga said, name the difference in prime rib and bologna right now.
Give me three things that differentiate the two.
I said, one is real. He said, what? Huh? Just starts getting
Bologna
busy.
has prime rib in it. And chicken.
And pork, and squirrel, and geese. Anyways.
Lard.
Stupid.
That nigga is built out of the same shit Kirby was made out of.
God damn.
I haven't heard Kirby in so long.
Y'all remember that video game? The little pink nigga used to
Yes,
suck everything up?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I played too much of that. That's why I got fat. Because that's how I used to eat. I would just anything around me, nigga.
I remember when I was a kid. This is going random as fuck.
I'm about to say, can a nigga finish his topic?
Is this
No,
the-
fuck
is
me.
this
Nigga,
Is this the
Fuck
story?
me.
Is
Alright,
this
bet,
the dark
yeah.
story with your uncle?
No, nigga. No, nigga, there's no
He
story
said, I
like
told
that.
you that. I told you that in confidence.
Nigga, I used to smack so many packs of ramen at once. Nigga, I would just be like, I do one pack, then like did that for a week, then I started doing 2 packs at a time, then I started doing 3 packs at a time.
Oh my
Because you were just eating away your pain from the uncle story.
And that's what you get for cutting me off, nigga. Back to what I was
Fuck
saying.
you, nigga.
Why fuck me? He's the one who brought your uncle into this, nigga. How you gonna get mad at me?
Because you're over here getting mad about going
I
random.
didn't. All I said was, "Can I finish?" Am I
And
mad?
I said, no, nigga,
And
goddamn.
I was mad, nigga.
I'm not mad. Nigga, if I was mad, I'd be like this.
He said, if I was mad, I'd come out my shirt. I said, get pissed off.
This nigga's gay. I love him. I love him. He's still my brother, but he's gay, nigga. Oh my god.
Like concerned, like, did you make official news for him? Just No, nigga. I'm still Team Coochie, but I'm going to keep saying that wild shit.
But back to what I was saying 19 minutes ago. With J. Cole, what I would hope to get from like the experience is just like more insight to like the music industry, you know, kind of like the ins and outs of that, and like more so like a realization that in hopes that like the superstars that we look up to and idolize aren't just that over their songs or over social media, you know what I'm saying? Like he's one of the people that if I met him and he wasn't like how he portrays himself, I would be like
shook.
Damn, nigga, like so disappointed, you know?
You would believe in Illuminati?
No, I wouldn't believe
they had him dressed up in a fucking girl's outfit.
No, like,
I knew it.
And I know this is the second time I brought him up, but like Russ has said it in an interview before, like you meet artists and you're like who you were inspired and looked up to, and they're not who you looked up to, you know what I'm saying? So it's just,
I bet $1 million Carlos Miller is exactly who he said he is. And
that's my hopes. Like, that's my hopes is that all the negative stories that you hear from people, like, oh, I met so and so, he's a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
You know, I would hope that that's not the case, and I would hope that's what I would get from it. Like, damn, you know, I believe that not all celebrities are dickheads. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's not going to happen with J. Cole.
Yeah, we hope, though. You don't know.
Yeah,
you don't.
That's true.
100% you don't.
That's not happening with Snoop Dogg. Uncle Snoop is.
You don't know. He might think you're too light-skinned to come in his house, nigga.
That's not true. Snoop loves light-skinned niggas.
Does he?
Does he? How do you know?
He loves everybody. He's Uncle Snoop.
Uncle Snoop.
There's not a whole lot of difference in him and the other fella with long hair and a beard.
Who are you talking about?
Jesus Cristo, dude.
Oh, who? Jesus
Cristo. Nigga, Snoop loves everybody and he's there for everybody and he got your back.
Hey, how shook would you niggas have been when I was like, when it got to me, I was like, I would pick, if I could spend a weekend with anybody, I'd take R. Kelly. You niggas would have been like,
I just assume you like golden showers, nigga.
Oh,
I mean, you're way too old. You show up and he'd be like, "Get that old ass nigga out my cell."
Stupid.
He said, "You better come back with some young meat."
Yeah, stupid. Oh, I guess I didn't even think that the nigga was in prison yet. He locked down.
20 years.
That boy locked down getting his.
But Uncle Snoop is genuine, man. I shouldn't have compared him to Jesus, but Uncle Snoop's genuine. And bro, Carlos Miller, I think he's gonna be genuine. I think the reason he's been so successful is due to his genuineness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Birds aren't real. Birds aren't real, dog.
Okay, B.O.B. chill out.
Nigga, don't B.O.B. me, nigga. Birds ain't real.
What about that one on your hat, Cowboy fan?
Nigga.
You thought I forgot, huh?
No,
I've been letting you live all this time,
you ain't been
nigga.
letting shit live,
I've been
nigga. I
letting
live
you
on my own.
Barely, nigga.
Nigga, I live on my own.
Okay, tell that to your wife, nigga.
Birds ain't real.
Look at the camera and tell that to your wife.
Birds ain't real. Birds ain't real.
No, before that, nigga. What you said before that? Living on what? Huh?
Hey,
living on my own.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Say
like,
that shit.
I'm living as like making my own decisions on my own.
Okay.
Nigga. I'm a family man.
He looked at the camera and said, "Get the fuck out my house."
He said, "I'm a God-fearing family man. Don't get it twisted."
I am a God-fearing family man. What it looks like in 2022 is different than what it looked like in 1957, though, nigga. I am not a code switching family man, nigga. I am all 100%.
No,
he comes over work and says, "Oh, dinner's not ready. Give me the other side of your face."
What?
You said it's not like it is.
Get him. Let me see your knuckles, J-Dot.
You said it's not like it is in the 50s, nigga. Niggas are out here bitches were getting WWE'd if the eggs weren't cooked over easy.
And we've come so far.
Thank God. Thank God.
Damn.
But birds aren't real? Why do you say that?
Birds aren't real.
Why are you saying that?
They real, cause like in the 1976 or so, they killed all real birds.
It's 1959 through 1971.
Yeah, they killed all the birds, and now they're drones. That they're just government spy things that are.
That's actually why JFK got killed. because his reluctance to move forward with the agreements with the rest of the government on that. I'm jumping on J-Back's back. We piggybacking this.
J-Back's back?
You looking at us like we crazy and birds aren't real.
Birds aren't real.
What?
They charge on the power lines.
Can I ask you? Hold on, what?
Yeah.
Say that again?
Yeah, you think
Nigga, you go touch a power line, you were fucking dead. How many times do you see birds land on power lines and they're just fucking normal sitting there? And then, bro, nigga, how many videos you seen birds just randomly fly into windows?
Okay, can I ask a question?
Right? Does a regular bird who's an actual like intelligent being who flies for a living fly into a fucking window and
Can
kill
I ask
themselves?
you a question?
No, it's because the battery on the drone's going dead. That's why it's a rare
Can
occasion.
I ask a question?
What's your question?
So when niggas go like duck hunting and shooting birds, quail hunting.
Only certain birds.
Oh, no, we got an answer for that.
I just wanted to make sure.
Hold up.
Go ahead. I just wanted to make sure.
They make that robot meat look real.
He said they put it. What they do is they put a cushion, meaty texture on the bird, so when it hit, it has that a real effect.
So your question is this: what about birds that people hunt and or roadkill? How do you explain bird guts?
Correct.
Yeah.
This entire question is based off of flawed understanding of what a robot is. With major technology advances only recently made in the 20th century, many still think that a robot can only be
Look at me like that again, and I'm gonna beat your goofy
with
ass.
gears and wires. Bird drones are not this. The government has access to forensic technologies, making it possible to create robots using parts indistinguishable from biological organisms. So, after all, if it's robot replicas didn't look and feel exactly like real birds inside and out, then the entire plot would be exposed.
Nigga, you just have to have the drone part to
Hold
fly
on,
it like
hold
the
on.
birds.
Stop talking. You believe that bullshit?
No, I don't
Okay,
believe that
okay.
bullshit at all.
I'm like,
birds are real. They're getting drones.
Hey, what about you? You drone? I don't even. This nigga thought there was an ant drone in my house one time.
That was a fly.
That's what I meant.
And also
A fly drone.
Yeah, I'm 73% joking.
No, okay. So, but there is
73%.
there is like this phenomenon with like birds ain't real. It was like a campaign that it was a movement.
He said birds ain't real.
Yeah, it was a movement to like explain how misinformation can happen so fast. And so I think in 2017 they did it like at a Trump rally, like as like a joke. But there are literally people walking around right now that say drone or birds aren't real and that they're charging on a post. But this dude literally created it as a joke from the start.
Yeah, it's a satire.
And niggas are just going crazy.
It's a satire.
Yeah, it has like 1 million followers. Like,
Yeah.
But just how quickly misinformation can, like, there was like when they broke this story, news media was like pushing it like it was like a real phenomenon when it was a joke the whole entire time. So that's just how quick.
That
like,
shows you the
bad
danger of society and media in the modern day, bro.
Yeah,
It's dangerous.
it's hella dangerous because if you get
Niggas
stuck, in
just
your little
run
time-
with it.
Yeah,
Everybody turns into Usain Bolt on the internet. Niggas gone.
yeah.
That's just crazy though. When did the dude start that rumor?
2017.
So for 6 years, the shit's just been going.
Yeah, and then like
And niggas are just That's what's crazy. B.O.B.'s like, hell yeah. Hell, I believe you. I seen one hit my window, nigga. I seen the twitch and everything. Glitch out.
Yeah, like all it takes is a little bit.
Do y'all niggas not believe in aliens? And when I say aliens, I mean like extraterrestrial beings.
I believe there could be.
Could be, for sure is.
You know that? Have you seen the UFO YouTube video where like the military came out and were like, we don't know what these things are, but like you watch the video of it and it's like kind of
iffy.
Yeah, like it could be like a China drone or a Russian drone or something. Like they're like for sure there was something else up there with these pilots, but they don't know if it's just like spying technology or something like that. Like I don't believe that an actual aliens come down, got wasted up in the sky, accidentally
Just
crashed,
snatched up, right?
woke up, he's like, what the fuck? And the government like shot him and then took him to Area 51 and was like, dude, we're just gonna keep your body here Like, I don't think anything like that
I don't
has
think that's how it
happened.
went either.
I know. But I'm just saying, like, I don't believe an alien has ever
This nigga just
dropped
told
on the land.
an under budget alien movie.
It's on Tubi. It's on Tubi.
God. He said, so what he did, he was flying this cardboard spaceship. What? Okay.
There was a movie named Paul that was pretty much fucking
What he just said?
yeah, nigga. With fucking the nigga from Pineapple Express.
But
Seth
so you're
Rogen played
saying,
his voice.
are you saying that you low-key believe that some birds are drones?
I believe we have the technology to make drone birds, and if they were to use them, yes. Do I think fucking every fucking bird out in the world is a drone? No. Do I think the concept of the government wanting to keep tabs on American citizens is crazy? No. That's what I'm saying. It's not a simple explanation. People try to simplify it, and that's it. Why there's an easy way to miscommunicate or be like, see, they mean this, and then like, because everyone, when something's extremized, people will be like, oh, he thinks like this, and they'll go to the extreme side of it. I don't think all birds are fucking drones, not by any means. But like the concept of what they're talking about isn't that crazy.
Yeah, I believe that they could make a drone out of a bird, and I think that they
would
could
look
make
very realistic.
a fly. I think they possibly could, but I don't think it's like widespread.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's for like the everyday American.
Right.
Back to your question, do you believe that there are aliens?
That they're, yeah, of course.
You believe that there has been aliens that have come down here and
abducted people?
There's different life forms, and not necessarily came down here. People always talk about space when they talk about aliens. Nigga, there's shit under the earth, in the ocean, at depths that we can't go, and that we don't know exactly how the earth's all set up other than what you've been taught, to where I think a lot of extraterrestrial beings are from below. And when I say thought that, this means because I completely believe that it's real.
Like Godzilla?
No, nigga. What? No.
I just asking.
like organisms, like this like little fish flies up, and you're like, oh damn, you've been down there for 50 million years, and he's like, yeah, I live down here and I got my other cousins and we're all cool.
There's probably,
Or are you saying like actual human,
there's
like,
probably that too, but
more intelligent beings
that talk
than us?
different languages and
intelligent,
can get
aware
out of the
beings,
water.
whether it's a fish or whether it's like a being that can come on this side, but just like how we're not able to get to them, maybe they can't get to us, or they can, but they just don't because those entities or whatever they are, like just don't fuck with humans. I just think it'd be crazy to think that there's just, I know this nigga thinks I'm being crazy, bro, but fucking,
I'm just sitting
you
here
just
listening.
think like if you think about us, it's normal to us because we're humans, right? The concept of a fucking human, a big fucking meat sack that has a spirit and a soul and free will, and that walks around with a shelf life and then dies.
Rides on donks, you know what I'm saying? Slaps the new J. Cole. You
And
know what I'm saying?
in a fucking, on a big ass rock, spinning through the fucking galaxy that apparently is infinite because there's fucking countless amounts of those, but just a fucking J. White and Johnny and Shame. This is what it is. No, nigga, there's other beings out there. There's so many other beings out there. There's other beings out there that are the other beings that don't know, maybe not even know about us, but then there's other beings that don't even know about the other beings.
So, okay, but do you think that they've ever crossed over?
Like, have you think niggas have been abducted before?
I'm thinking probably so.
Okay.
I'm thinking probably so. He says,
I'm thinking probably so.
Do you think we've ever abducted somebody else?
like aliens. Do you think Area 51 has? I almost said Planet 51. Jesus, I'm tired.
Planet 13.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
I think Area 51 has shit in it that we
Yeah,
can't
you
see,
think-
which is
no,
why
you
they
think-
take
you-
it so fucking serious.
You think that they have like an alien or another species or extraterrestrial?
People make it seem like because they were saying that type of shit 30, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. And so they didn't just recover an alien and they're like, well, we have an alien. Then throughout these years, they're like, well, we've just kept this alien body here. They probably have, it probably started with them making contact, taking years and years and years to break down and have an understanding of the technology or the differences and this and that, and then have probably made other attempts, which I'm not saying they're successful, but they didn't just like get one alien then and be like, oh, fucking, this is what we know of aliens. They've probably made them aware and they've done research. Even if they haven't had interpersonal contact with them, they're probably aware of it. And there's probably just a whole agenda to keep us not aware of it, because if we knew the actual truth, we'd be so shook. It would, us as human beings probably wouldn't know how to mentally process it in the masses to where it would cause such a disruption to what we've already have set up as our government and our, you know, this and that, that like, but that's my opinion. I know y'all just think I'm fucking.
No. Because it's like you can. Well, at least I'll speak for myself. Like there is a possibility of all those things happening. It's like far fetched for me. Like to truly believe that. Like one, I would be like, if other beings have came and looked at us, then that means they're more advanced, and we're just like dumb
regular,
drums.
right?
Like, are we just like
depending
inside their little like?
But that's the thing is, how would we control them from coming or stopping them from coming over? So if they wanted to come over, they could.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Think about it. Since you're a kid, you always like movies like Independence Day and all this shit. They're like, aliens come and invade, bad. Aliens attack. All these aliens attack movie. What if we're aware of them, we know about them, but it's not like they're a danger, and they simply choose not to come here because like they don't fuck with humans, they have no actual feasible reason to come here, or because they're such like at a higher level of living that they don't have any incentive to come down here, and we depict them as bad just in case for whatever reason they were to come down here. Instead of people being open to them or having an open mind or being good towards them, it's immediate panic. And it goes with everything we've been mentally primed as kids. So that's our viewpoint of it. We don't like just when you're like, oh, what's them stop them? What we don't need nothing to stop them. What if they don't? They've been to Earth, or what if we're just so insuperior to them that they're like that's irrelevant to us?
Yeah,
which is a possibility.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you think about it, us as humans, bro, we're cool and we have a lot of good qualities about us, and we're very, a resilient motherfucking species that's evolved a lot, mentally and, depending on what you believe in, physically and all this shit. But like, we're super, super imperfect, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'd agree.
And fucking, even those aliens who maybe have, when you think a higher level of living, it's not always just that you think technological advances and this and that, but what if that's all tied into a part of how they are spiritually and mentally and the type of beings that they are, or just so elevated that we don't understand it. And that's why to them, they're aliens to them, but they look at us like aliens. They just call us probably humans because they probably have more of an understanding for us than we do them.
My thing is, why, if we do have an alien or aliens in Area 51, why are they keeping it a secret? So clearly we don't have anything to worry about. It's not like we're getting attacked from them, so it's not like... Because
then it keeps the narrative alive that like extraterrestrial is something you fear or you be scared of or you be... And if they...
But why though, is what I'm asking. Like, why is that? Why do they want us to be scared of something that we don't know if it's real or not? It's like God.
Because people don't know if they're real or not, but those who like know that it's a factual thing, but like need the people to like need the masses to be 50-50 is it real, is it not real, this and that. Because if we just confirm for a fact they threw one on TV and they'll be like, there's a real recording of an alien, do you realize the fucking uproar it would cause? And then in order to remain control of us, we can't like embrace...
I don't think it would cause that big of an uproar. Like, if they were like, oh, yeah, we've had an alien here for 20 years, like, niggas would be like, that's crazy, we knew it.
20 years ago, if you talked about aliens, people look at you like you're high or like it's a movie thing.
I know, but it's not 20 years ago.
If they showed me a real alien right now, and they're like, hey,
we have one.
Alien. Yeah, we have one. First of all, it would, like, confirm, like, a bunch of, like, mistrust, because you'd be like, why you guys been lying this whole 50, you know what I mean? Whatever, right? That would kind of fuck me up.
And I guess
I can
that
see
might
the
be
hysteria like that. Like,
that might be, you might be right with that. Like,
they would lose all credibility. The government would crumble. Right. Because if they lied about aliens, a whole nother life form, anything else from that point on that the government told us, no one would ever believe them. It would ruin them.
But I feel like niggas already feel like that.
That's just,
and it's not, like
it's not to that point.
They've been. I would say like there's been things that have happened that more contradicting like over and over again. But that would be one that would just like bust it off like completely. Yeah. Like you already feel like they probably lied to you about like medicine, pharmaceutical, taxes, like all that kind of fucking shit. But if they were literally like hiding an alien, it would trip you out. Do you believe in ghosts?
You mean aliens?
No, ghosts.
Oh, ghosts?
Are ghosts and aliens the same thing?
No.
Okay, do you believe in ghosts?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, I want to say no, but again, this is some shit that I was shown when I was little, right? Like, it's called, fuck, I forget the name of it. It's like 3 Men and a Baby or some shit like that. It's like a hella old school movie.
Two girls, one cup.
No, nigga. Anyways,
That was the beginning of the internet, nigga.
yeah, oh my god.
Funny ass.
You said 2 girls, 1 cup. But
Why
no.
did I search for that fucking thing for like
And
ever?
you beat your
never
dick.
seen- no, I just
Yes, you
never. I
did.
never even saw it.
Oh my god, really?
Like by the time I was like, by the time that I was like going to look for it, it had already been like wiped.
You ever seen a girl eat shit?
Because that's what they're doing.
It's
nigga.
fucking
It's-
crazy.
Anyways,
Anyway,
3 Men and a Baby or some shit like that. One of the actresses' son died on set. Mm-hmm. Well, you can see him linger. Like there's in the actual movie, him lingering in. But that again, I don't know if it happened before he died.
if they edited it into it or something. Okay.
I mean,
okay,
I
okay.
don't know. And again, I don't know if the technology was even there to be like, oh, just perfectly put him in. And it's like behind curtains. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just like he's just in the middle of the room. You know, he's like tucked off. They're walking through the room, and this nigga's standing in the window in the curtains, tucked behind the curtains, but you can clearly see a little boy standing there. So I'm like, you know, I don't want to say. Actually, I'll say yeah. I believe in like spirits because I was at my homeboy's grandma's funeral, and my brother's girlfriend was standing. They were standing at a certain spot. Mind you, we're standing like around a bunch of headstones, and she's standing like right next, like one's right in front of her, like she's probably standing where the nigga's buried, right? And just randomly she like goes and like I see her walk into the car, and I go stand over there, and I just start getting lightheaded, and I just start sweating and feeling like I'm gonna throw up, and I'm just like I feel like I'm just like bleh, like just about to Ralph. So I go sit down by this tree. My brother comes and checks on me. He's like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "No, dog. Like I feel fucked up." And he's like, "That's just what happened to her." You know, talking about Jen. And I'm just like, "Nigga." And we both were just standing in the exact same spot. Like this nigga was like, "Get off me, nigga! Get off me!"
Damn.
You know. So I'll say yeah, based off of that, off those 2 instances.
Johnny, do you believe in ghosts, spirits?
Yeah.
Any reason why, or like?
Because I just think it makes too much sense as why to believe in them and not believe in them. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't.
That's a good way to put it.
It's
Do you?
I would say that I believe in like angels or something like I wouldn't
always
think
has to
of
be an
any
opposite,
ghost.
though.
I wouldn't think a ghost would be coming back to punish somebody or anything. Like it would be like in like the most like positive way. Like like your like father came back and was like, "Oh, good job," or like you had like a vision or something like that. It would be in like a positive way, not like ghost as in like scary or creepy
that's
or
just
anything
society.
like that.
Though. When
It
you
would,
hear ghost, your brain automatically, because you're mentally primed when you
Well,
hear
it's-
ghost to be
with
scary
Halloween,
or spooky.
it's, you know, it's-
Halloween.
yeah.
But spirits and the type of shit James talking about, like just because his experience, he's like, "Oh, I felt sick," this and that. There's like that's such a complex idea of what we're talking about to where we don't know exactly how the rules of it and how it works and this and that. But like there's for sure spirits and shit like that. And when you hear angel, you think good, this and that, right? But like angels mean they're not alive, right? As well. So like think about all
Technically, it's still a ghost.
you're right. So
see,
the
ghost to me makes it like negative.
Yeah, so
like,
check
But
this out.
that's what
I'm
he's
thinking.
saying. It's
Check about
because of
whatever those spirits or entities are, depending on what their role was and if they're good or bad. What if you just generalize the word ghost means a dead spirit or entity, right? You don't call it a ghost because it's scary. You don't call it angel because it's good. They're entities and spirits, right? Some are going to have negative effects. Some are going to have good effects. It's just depending on what that entity or spirit or whatever is about. Does that concept make sense? Because I don't feel like I I know enough about it to speak on it, but I feel like I'm open-minded enough to like give my thought process on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I would say like if my son or my daughter was like, oh, there's a ghost in my room, it's scary, I'd be like, there ain't no fucking ghost, right?
I'd be like, what happened? Did you talk to it?
Yeah, and I would then try to like condition it to be like, oh, it's probably your grandpa playing tricks on you, joking around, you know, be having fun with you, so that it wouldn't be like scared. Maybe the next time he just leans into it and be like, what up, G-Paw, or whatever, you know, like,
yeah,
I see what you're doing, okay, but like.
And then it's not a bad ghost.
Yeah, it's not a bad.
It's not she's trying to go to sleep and it shuts the door and scares her. It's like she's playing in a room and she doesn't know that she's about to trip and fall because there's a toilet there. And she goes to trip, and where would have been a hard fucking floor surface, all of a sudden a pillow slides across the room and breaks her fall real quick, and she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Your grandpa's looking out for you type shit. You know what I'm saying? Paint that type of picture of ghosts.
Yeah.
If people did that, nigga, kids would never be scared of ghosts. I was scared of shit of ghosts when I was a kid.
Bro, it's 100% Halloween's fault, nigga.
Yeah,
100%.
Freddy Krueger, Candyman,
nigga,
monsters under the bed aren't real.
all three of us have been a ghost in Halloween before, because it was a sheet and you cut 2 holes in it. Am I lying?
Yeah, I've been a ghost.
I've been a ghost too, nigga.
I've just been to some clan meetings. We wear the same shit.
This nigga needs Jesus.
Dad was the chief of police.
Okay.
All right, makes sense.
He says it makes sense. Oh my god!
I'm just joking.
He wasn't the chief of police.
He was the commissioner.
Well, that was 2 separate things. That's politics. He was the Ada County commissioner, but he was a police captain. He wasn't the chief of police. He got out of it before that.
He was a El Capitan.
Yeah, he was a police captain. Then he was a Ada County commissioner, and then he was on like the city council.
And then they just named the whole entire kit and caboodle after him. He ascended to the highest of highest. That's like that's like winning championship banners. Like
he's Nick Saban of policing.
Immortal.
He got the Medal of Honor.
He's Nick Saban of policing in this here state.
Facts.
Yeah,
that's fun.
The biggest county.
It's crazy. Like I have pictures of him like with my fucking like Ronald Reagan and George Bush and shit. Like,
yeah.
Oh, he didn't want to keep you. That's for sure.
He fucking he faked it real good then, because that nigga loved the fuck out of me.
I bet.
Hell yeah.
I bet.
I just wish I could have done more for him before it was too late. You know what I'm saying? That was a hell of a dude to get raised by, dog. That's one of my biggest blessings in life.
Oh,
that's fire.
Super dope. R.I.P. to the GOAT.
Yeah, love you, pops.
Before we get out of here,
yeah.
Fuck, nigga, what's up with that hat?
Nigga, fuck you, nigga.
No, what's up with it?
Birds ain't real, so I was just matching the fit with the motherfucking
Oh, that's
topic.
what'd you say off camera, nigga?
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 No, okay, what'd you say on camera? You or off camera, what'd you say? You said,
I said
we're another fucking team supporting. And I'm like, I'm not really supporting a team.
How are you not supporting a team?
Because I will wear any hat that isn't in the Cowboys division because of like colors or just whatever. Like if I think it's clean, then it's clean.
You got half-ass rules. Like you can't even be in there. If you're gonna wear a different team, just wear a different team.
No, I'm not gonna wear a Commander's hat. I'm not gonna wear a Giants hat. I'm not gonna wear.
I think you look
fire
in Philly green though.
No, I would just get a Jets hat.
You're telling me you won't wear a Commander's hat?
It doesn't matter. That's good enough green for me.
But why though?
Just because they're in my division. Because there is a little bit of pettiness. Like I'm not like there is a little pettiness.
But
like,
you spent money on the hat. It's not. How is that not supported?
I paid $8 at Ross. These fitted caps are usually like $40. So $8 for a matching purple hat or a black hat. That's not supporting shit.
You walking around with the team on your head. It sounds like you're supporting them.
Say that one more time.
You walking around with the hat on. It sounds like supporting them.
I'm not supporting them. I'm styling. Profiling, wilding, Jay White doing on a little budget. You know what I'm saying?
I can't with this thing.
Yo, fucking hate that.
I like your hat. You know, I know that's your squad, huh? Oh, fuck, nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
Shut up, ho. That's his team.
No, the Bears ain't his team.
This is my actual team.
You have a football team, nigga?
He don't watch it, but he has a team.
I'm all Chicago teams, man. You didn't see my real homies know that, nigga.
been
the Pirates are from Chicago.
No, all my P hats are for real. I just like kind of symbolize that with like pushing peace. Like I just like that, like the terminology and just the thought process behind it. But nigga, Chicago's been my team. Anyone that like has known me since I was a kid knows that shit. Chicago Bulls for basketball. Chicago Bears. I wear Chicago White Sox hats all the time.
You don't have no Cubs hats?
No.
You're the White Sox.
But I would wear a Cubs hat. Like if it matched my outfit.
I literally thought you were
that's
sports neutral.
That's why I'm giving you shit.
Yeah, he don't fuck with sports.
That's why I'm giving you shit, because I don't like, other than having my favorite team that I don't switch up on just on principle, not switching up on them. I wear teams. I don't have like I won't wear it in this division. Like I just wear hats, whatever is fuck with my outfit. But I have certain hats that I like, and there's like I have quite a bit of hats, but there's certain teams you won't see, not because sports wise, I just don't think they have good hats.
No.
Yeah.
I go ahead.
So you're telling me you only have Chicago team hats or the P hats? You don't have anything that falls in between like that.
This nigga got me this hat too, by the way. But anyways, I have LA hats. I have New York hats.
So then, what the fuck were you like trying to go in on me for?
I got Philly hats.
It sounded like he was on your side.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
He's really mean.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is I got hats for. It's not like, oh, I don't wear a hat from this team if it's in the same division as my squad. I wear hats from whatever teams, just for colors that match.
And
my
I
outfits.
wear them for colors too, but I will not do the division.
Right,
that's an easy one for me.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. So I was just saying, I don't do that, and you actually give a fuck about sports.
So I don't. In case you were wondering, I don't wear any other NBA hats besides my favorite NBA team or any
Which
NFL.
is the Heat, in case you didn't know, because you don't fuck with niggas.
Yeah, it's cool. And then my NFL team, obviously, I don't wear any other teams than that. But the only sport I wear different hats is baseball, because I never played it.
This nigga.
So everybody has the rules. That's what we're gonna come down to. Everybody has their own rules.
I didn't like have a favorite team growing up. Like everybody like Ken Griffey, you know what I'm saying? So, but like Ken Griffey, like I would say the Mariners are my favorite team.
This nigga I walking around with the S hat doing this a lot.
And then I went to a Giants game for the first pro game I ever went to, and then now that's my favorite team. But I still don't watch it like how I watch basketball or football, you know, like if they make the postseason, I'll like, watch a game or two, but it's not like, we fucking won.
Yeah, your rules make way more sense than mine.
Yeah, I know.
No, they don't.
100%.
Loser. They
don't. How not?
Because it doesn't. It's an opinion. Nigga, keep your opinion to yourself, and I'll keep my opinion to myself.
Is it an opinion or a rule?
It's whatever. A rule, whatever. We're making up these rules. Like we have, like, we match colors only based off of this philosophy. And it's
I didn't say anything about colors. I didn't say anything.
You said you rock hats.
Because
my
favorite
pull
team,
a hat out?
I don't wear other hats that I have a favorite team in. Is my point, and you do. That's I
don't have a baseball team, but like you're saying that
nobody said
how you break it down.
You are a Cowboys fan, and you have Jets hats, Colts hats, and
you just said your favorite baseball team is San Francisco.
I said,
you changed your rule. You changed your rule. You're like. It was my favorite. Rewind the tape.
It was my favorite because I had went to a game.
I know.
That's it. And I don't go to games.
And then
what are you talking about?
It, and then you're like, no, but I wear all the hats.
Y'all need to get butt naked and thumb wrestle to solve that.
This is the last episode with Johnny B in this bitch. I swear to God, this nigga is gone in his life.
Hey, I say since we figured out about hats so much, next episode, everyone, we're just wearing hats. That's it.
It better stay on. It better stay in line with your rule or your schism, whatever scheme you have going on. It needs to fit in that. Because I think we got the what is it called? Like we got the war set up. If anybody gets caught out of bounds, breaking their rule, it's gonna be crazy.
I didn't even have a rule, so I can't fuck nothing up. I will wear whatever hat. Is what I said. There's hats I don't own because I'm like,
he doesn't like that team's hat. Like he's like they're not good colors, or he just doesn't think it's a cool design.
Exactly. Up until I had, my brown Diamondbacks hat with like the gold Viper and shit on it. Like I didn't have no Diamondbacks hat because I don't have any like that's like purple, black, and black, brown type shit. Actually, I do have some fucking Hirachi limited editions that will go with. I'm gonna have to buy another Diamondbacks hat.
I just want you to know, You look ugly in that hat, nigga.
Damn, I thought I was gonna say something positive. I
No,
think the
fuck
purple
that, nigga.
matches the purple in
It
your
does, but you still look ugly, nigga.
I think it looks fire.
Every other episode, this nigga's just over there, Cowboys hat. Then he comes in just on a Freaky Friday talking about. I've been with Lamar. Birds ain't real. That's what this nigga said as soon as he got here. I've been like him since Lamar and Jamal Lewis was my favorite.
And you know exactly how I said it too. I was doing it like 100%.
Jamal
Dick
Lewis.
Jones, yeah, 100%. Because you're a
Jones.
fucking losing joke.
Yeah, because as soon as he was going in, I was sitting there like, this nigga, let me combat fuckery with fuckery.
Hey,
Me and Lamar go way back.
I opened the door. I said, "Oh, what do we got here? A fuck nigga, huh?" I opened the door. I said, "What up?" Oh shit! Wasn't expecting that, nigga. I seen the Colts and the Jets.
I said, it's fuck nigga Friday.
Yeah,
This
good.
nigga coming for me.
He said, "A Raven, you need to fly your ass up out of here, boy."
Good, nigga.
But I was literally putting it on, and I was like, I'm gonna do it for the birds ain't real.
Please,
but
stop.
I wasn't gonna give you that little piece right off top.
Please stop.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
did not do that, nigga.
That's why I put it on. For
Please
today.
stop, because you got a fresh cut. Is why you put it on.
You sound as confident in
Yeah, I
that
moved that
answer.
to Tuesday. So nigga, fuck you,
It's
nigga.
okay.
Goddamn.
Players fuck up, nigga. Players fuck
But
up.
when I had to pick a hat, I was like, oh, I can go with a cowboy one. I was like, what cowboy hat did I? Okay, because I got like 10 different ones, and I was like, oh, am I gonna do Texas now? I'm like, oh, I got this bird. I'll rock that one.
You didn't say I have this Baltimore Raven. You said it's a bird.
Well, you know me and Lamar go way back. Actually, Ray.
Ray. And Jamal.
Yeah, Ray.
And Ed Reed. Okay, chill out. Chill before you break the chair. Chill out, nigga. God damn.
Niggas defending his answer about like he's one of those niggas that got caught by that one nigga on the Dateline show. They show up in the house. He said, "So you showed up to hang out with a 13-year-old, huh? Why'd you bring the pizzas?" He said,
he was hungry. I was just dropping the pizza.
"I was just coming to hang out." And
so you brought pizzas and condoms?
I'm just trying to make sure she's safe. Who are you protecting her from?
Stupid.
I just came over here because she said my parents are home, and I said, "Well, there has to be an adult in the house till your parents get home, so I'm going to come over." They said, "Sir, you have pizzas with a hole in the middle cut out, and your dick is in the box. Is in the box right now. Look at the grease dripping off your dick right now."
Why do you think that show stopped?
Because didn't that nigga
Dateline NBC?
Wait, didn't the nigga that used to fucking catch those niggas and talk to him, did he get caught?
Are you talking about Dateline NBC?
Or yeah, whatever.
I think it's still going.
Is it?
I think so. I just don't watch TV like that.
You know. I don't know if I'm just making this up in my head, but I think the To Catch a Predator guy got caught being a predator.
I feel like something
honestly
like that too.
Once you said that, I was like, I think you're right. I'm not even gonna lie.
And they had to dead it.
Probably. They said, nigga, he said, "Oh, I got the perfect 13-year-old in mind." God damn.
Well, you realize they don't use real kids.
Oh yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
that nigga knew every way to get around it.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that. We'll have to look into that because I don't know if it's true, and I don't want to be putting that jacket on a nigga.
Episode 15, we'll have a brief update on how to catch a predator. A very, very brief update.
If you want to know whose fucking kids or not.
Oh my god, dude. Why does he do this?
I don't know.
On that note, we're closing this show out. God damn it. It's been another show. Episode 14. I'm your host, Chain. It's been a blast. This nigga, his rules trash. It's my dog.
J. White, the Fi Guy. Nigga, my rules are platinum, nigga. Shit. Drop something in the comments if you agree with my methodology or
mine. Or with any of our methodology. You agree? And then we got my other dog.
You already know what the fuck's going on. It's your boy Johnny B, man. On IG, that's Johnny with 3 J's, 3 I's, and 3 E's. Outside of that, man, I just appreciate y'all tuning in and rocking with us, even though I'm wild as fuck, dog. But I appreciate y'all, man, and we love y'all.